Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bob14435 and welcome back to the Amber Mine. Today I'm going to cover a more obscure corner of Jurassic Park's history, but one we've covered before in previous videos. Halloween Horror Nights. Halloween Horror Nights is an annual Halloween celebration in Universal Studios parks between the months of August and November. It first debuted in Universal Studios Orlando in 1991 under the original name Fright Nights. It had a single haunted house attraction that only lasted for 3 days, and since then has grown to be a massive 4-month celebration across the parks worldwide. The story of Halloween Horror Nights is complicated and convoluted, and while I would love to cover it all, going over the 33-year history across 4 resorts, not to mention the different parks, is really something that deserves its own YouTube channel. So today I'm only going to cover the Jurassic Park portions. At first, I thought that Project Evolution was the only HHN event associated with Jurassic Park, but there have been others within the park areas. They don't seem to have anything to do with Dinosaurs or Jurassic Park, but for the sake of making this video longer, I'll be including them anyways. I'll be sticking with Universal Studios Orlando, since it's the only park I can actually find that has any events around the Jurassic Park areas, other than Hollywood, but they don't go into much detail. Starting in 2002, aside from Project Evolution, they hosted a haunted house in the Thunder Falls Terrace restaurant called Fear Factor. This didn't have anything to do with dinosaurs and actually used bugs among other animals like snakes and rats. In 2003, they utilized Thunder Falls Terrace again, turning it into the Fun House of Fear, which was basically just a clown house. They also turned the Triceratops Discovery Trail into another walkthrough attraction called the Jungle of Doom, featuring primitive cannibals. Finally, they turned the Discovery Center into an insane asylum called the Psychoscariope. It featured multiple rooms including a reception desk where a nurse would squirt water at guests through a syringe, and a dentist's office where fake mutilated corpses were strapped to chairs and inmates would stick their hands inside their bodies? That's not even the worst one. There's like a bathroom that literally made me gag while reading the article on it. Finally, in 2005, they utilized Thunder Falls Terrace into the School, which had a marketing website. It's a school haunted house, but I actually can't find any notes on what it entailed. Something about hide and seek? They also turned the Discovery Center into a factory called Body Collectors. This one also had a website, but again, I can't seem to find anything on the haunted house itself. There were also a scare zone within the Jurassic Park area called Cemetery Mines, which featured these mossy, Bigfoot-looking creatures called the Knuckle Grunts that would actually scare people behind bushes. This would be the last year that Halloween Horror Nights would have a specific event located within the Jurassic Park area. Last but not least, we head back to 2002 with the only actual event that had anything to do with dinosaurs or Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park Extinction, also known as Project Evolution. Located within the Triceratops Discovery Trail was a maze of jungle filled with velociraptors and dinosaur-human hybrids. The velociraptors had a striking resemblance to the Highland velociraptors from Jurassic Park 3, with some minor differences such as the shape of the head, eye color, and lack of quills on the males. There were multiple human-dino hybrids planned for the attraction, but only one is confirmed to have made it into the event, the Dilophosaurus Man, a human Dilophosaurus hybrid. The other human dino hybrids include a ceratopsian mutation, which bore resemblance to Nizutoceratops, and a pterosaur called Pterodactyl. The story behind this is limited, and all we know for sure was that it was created by Dr. Edward Burton, a mad scientist under the influence of one of HHN's major villains, the Caretaker. Fun fact, Dr. Edward Burton is named after director Tim Burton in one of his famous films at the time, Edward Scissorhands. Lastly, we have one of Jurassic Park's most infamous mysteries, one that actually never made the final cut for the event, the Grebnadu. Named after its creator Jim Udenberg, Grebnadu is Udenberg backwards, it was one of the first real hybrids in Jurassic Park after Chaos Effect, the canceled toy line from the 90s. But surprisingly, it didn't seem to have any dinosaur DNA in its genetic makeup. According to Udenberg, it was composed of snakes and other aquatic animals. A head prop was made for the hybrid, and supposedly it was meant to spray water on guests as they walked through the attraction, but since it never made it on set, we'll never know what the extent of its abilities were. Unfortunately, that's all we have on Halloween Horror Nights for Jurassic Park. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching and have a happy and safe Halloween.